Hello, Scorpio. Fellow Scorpio, talking back to you here today. We're doing a very special soulmate reading for April. Sorry, my throat's already a little bit choky. What does that mean? Ever struggle to tell your truth? Let's see what the cards have for us. What does in our soulmate energy for the month of April, we Scorpios? Oh, there's a card jumped out. So, awakening. Let's bring it down to where you can see it. Well, okay, cool. And we have inner calling. Boy, that inner calling card is coming up in almost everybody's reading, and I'm shuffling very carefully. Then we have fulfillment. Health. Learning. And joy. In the bottom of the deck, we have harmony. Okay. Well, Scorpio, there is a lot of self-sufficiency in this reading. I'm not going to lie. Man, the first thing I want to say is just congratulations. Scorpio, I don't know what you've been going through, what challenges might have been facing you in the last year, but it shows a very dedicated effort at self-knowledge. I feel like whatever the awakening was that called you into questioning and wondering what's going to come up, I see in this picture that the garment that the figure's wearing, it looks heavy to me. It looks like they've been standing in that posture, and that it just strikes me that it seems heavy. And when I look into the next card, the inner calling card, look at how free she looks, this character. Gender doesn't matter, it's just the energy. And we can't even see her arms, her hands. We cannot see her lower body. And so to me it shows that seeking self on the internal, that whatever the big challenge was that was so weighty and hard to carry, it was intended to draw you into a very tight inner relationship with yourself. And I see this path that's going straight through into this white light. I know for myself personally, in my singleness, I have felt that the planet is my soulmate. A lot of times, because nature brings me so much fulfillment. I look at the next card, and she's approaching a new kingdom. She's in a garden, and she's going into another garden. And the idea of fulfillment, again, we have, this time the figure has the arms spread. This always makes me think of Louise Hay, who it gives the advice of standing at least one time a day, putting your arms out to your side, and just stating the truth. If it is your truth, I am open and available to receive all the good the universe has for me. I am open and available to all the good the universe has for me. If you want to claim that, and I hope you do, because the more of us that align ourselves with these affirmations, the more that we're joined into the magnetism of creating that reality. Write that in the comments below. Claim it. I am open and available to all the good that the universe has in store for me. And then we come down here with all the self inner work and the self-fulfillment. You are radiating a sense of health and well-being that is palpable, tangible. People can feel it about you, Scorpio. There's something about you, your self-confidence right now. People are drawn and they don't even know why. When I look at these beautiful doves that just are completely encircling her, there's something about your energy that's helping people feel comfortable and at peace. And you're radiating a sense of health that they can't even really describe. But there is a magnetism that's coming out of you. It's ironic because you may be satisfied with being single. Like I said, there's no real, love and romance cards anywhere in this. And so I think that what the universe would have you know is that you're still very much in the learning stages. What is it that you're wanting to create for yourself when it comes to a divine counterpart, or a twin flame or soulmate that will create in you the connection that you want, not only with another human, but with the divine. In this card, I can just recognize how much learning is important to you and how you are willing to say, yes, I learned these lessons. My relationships have been very challenging, and over time I've learned a lot about myself and a lot about how to manage my personality as a Scorpio, right? Your personality has a sharp edge and an overwhelmingly loving edge. When it comes to unconditional love, Scorpio, you want to give it and you are craving a partner to give it to. But until you've learned the lessons and are ready to create something sustainable, there's a level of fulfillment that comes just from your day-to-day life these days. And when we come to our final card here, joy. And again, singular figure. There's only one figure in the card. So again, she's unburdened. She's spinning magic. All of her power, all of what she is on the planet right now is all about her. When I think about the work it is sometimes to get to that level of self-confidence and the harmony that comes in to support that. This bubble that's around the figure is really a protective membrane. And as she is as a symbol of balance and self-acceptance and peace. At this point, yes, if you want to date, you can. It's totally up to you. But you need to know that this peace of mind that is sheltered by this circle and this circle and this circle, there's a part of you that does not want to ever again compromise your peace of mind. And you know what, Scorpio? Maybe that frightens you a little bit. Maybe when you think about partnering with somebody that you think, oh no, I can't have it all. I can't have my inner life and my desire to be a deeply spiritual being connected to life, connected to spirit, connected to the planet, and still have a partner. That somehow the partner would diminish who you are, Scorpio. And I would say that can't happen. If you do go into a quieter, less expressive side of yourself, that's not going to feel good. You do need to have the freedom to be your entire self. This reading right now, so far, it just has a lot of solid self-care, self-celebration, self-forgiveness. I really see this as just a beautiful array of cards for you. If you don't feel these things, one thing that I like to do is to journal between my left hand and my right hand, where my dominant hand is my right hand, and I'll put one color pen in that hand, and I'll actually interview my other hand. You can't write very fast with your non-dominant hand, and that's the point. It gets you to slow down. And then I might ask my left hand, my non-dominant hand, why are you feeling less confident than Catherine says that you can feel? What is it that's holding me back from understanding how other people see me? Because other people see me as a strong and confident person. Doing that left hand, right hand journaling can be very helpful. But meanwhile, let's just see what the cards, I've picked the writer here to do our clarifiers. So what do we have to add to the awakening card? And here we have the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is a very wonderful card. It's a wish fulfilled. It's the end of a cycle. It's showing that this awakening that you had was so profound, it really shook the very foundation of what you think happily ever after is. You had a time when you faced your own self. Is what you want, what you really, really want? And for some of you listening to this, you definitely have changed your mind. And some of what you thought was your happily ever after, now you're willing to be a little bit more negotiable about. And also, it does suggest that the seeds have been planted for the happily ever after that you really want. Whether you're single for a while yet, or whether you choose to date, or whether you just simply choose to put everything on hold, it doesn't really matter, because the seeds have been planted in a very major way. The inner calling card, we have the Six of Cups. Okay, so in this card, I think that when you did the inner call and you went inside and really did the soul searching, a lot of the peace that you're exhibiting over here in the harmony card has come from making peace with the reminiscences and the memories and the feelings around your family of origin. Some of the things that hold us back from love as adults are things that we never finished dealing with when we were a child. So it shows me that there has been that shift within you to just come to peace and a better understanding about your growing up years. When it comes to fulfillment, we have the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands just indicates the wands are, of course, the suit of expansion and expansion of our desires and our power and our passions. And it shows that a person is making a plan. They're looking out the sea. You can see the itty bitty boats out there. There's a need to go forward. There's a need to advance, a desire to expand. But when I look at the little ships, they're so far away. So this to me shows that they're the planning stages are what you're going through right now. Yes, you've achieved some fulfillment with your development of your own self-confidence. And maybe you are getting ready to date, or you're ready to look at having a relationship. Wonderful. Make the plan that you need to feel confident, and you'll be ready to move forward. When it comes to health, we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords indicates to me that there are always choices, right? And when you do start to decide, okay, I'm going to go back out there and meet some people, then you're going to have to be faced with making choices. Because when you're alone and you're single, you don't have to choose. You just get to be single. But when you look at this card and you see how her eyes are covered, and she's got the swords. One sword is fear, the other sword is anger. And so when it comes to dropping her guard, the only way that you are going to know about your emotional health is if you actually do try to couple again. Try to make the approach to develop a relationship, because that way, if there's any old roots of the anger or fear that comes from past relationships, it'll show. And that's a good thing, because you are radiantly confident right now. You are going to be able to make these choices that you need to make. And if it's a hell no, don't go out with the person. If it's a hell yes, do go out with the person. But hopefully through this process, if it's a hell maybe, you will learn to say no thank you. That the only people that you want to spend time with are the ones that it's a give and take of energy between the two personalities, where it's a flow, so that both of the people are equally building each other and feed, you almost feed off of each other, right? Your energy is impacted to the positive when you are with the right person. But if you're not, it can feel tight and squeezy, and you don't have to compromise. Until you're ready, you could just say no. You know, are you kidding? Oh, there's Murphy. So when it comes to the learning card, we have the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is a card of celebration, right? So this I love for the promise that's happening, that as you step forward and keep learning as you go, keep stretching, finding all the parts of your personality, the positives and the negatives, and being open with the people that you see, you're going to have a lot worth celebrating about. Also, I can't help but notice this red cape. The red to me suggests the color of the root chakra, the base chakra, which is the color of your family of origin. And this card is falling right under this Six of Cups. So be extra grateful and appreciative of your family of origin, even though there might have been some hardships involved. The fact is that people did the best they could at the time. And then on our joy card, we have the Six of Wands. Love this card for you. The Six of Wands shows that you have been working. Excuse me, there's been some burdens to be carried. There's been some struggle on the inside of you to be able to get to the place of freedom that you really want. And so when you think about it, when some people might say, do you want to date? And you say, are you kidding? You know, I've achieved all of this freedom. Why do I want to step out into a relationship again? But I will tell you that there's a part of yourself that has definitely done the work. And if you want to date or you want to simply get out into circulation, I believe you have the core strength to do it. The Eight of Pentacles is like the work has been done. But if it's not fun for you, and if you're really enjoying your singleness, then stay single. I don't mean to be leave you like, well, what am I supposed to do? Turn left or turn right? I think the bottom line is that you need to be happy, and you know what it's like to be fully involved because you give your whole heart when you fall in love. So let me draw 3 Archangel cards for our advice before we close. First of all, we have Mother Mary, self-love. I feel like this card definitely confirms what I'm feeling about you, that you have done so much work to really separate yourself from some of the painful relationships in the past, and that Mother Mary is here promising her support with self-love. And then we have all of the guardian angels are telling you, ask for help. So when the times come when you need to have help, don't be hesitant about asking for that help because you're not in this alone. And then the last one is Archangel Uriel. Enter into the void. It may feel like the dating world is the void because you're so comfortable in your world as a single. But remember, there is something out there that will excite you. It will. As a Scorpio, you want to love someone. So don't be afraid. Go on out there. You will be surprised at how many people will be attracted to your new self-confidence. So there you have your message for April. Go forth and prosper, and I'll see you next time.